Hello, I'm EnterElysium and welcome to Let's Play Duelyst. So today we're going to be playing with a Cara deck that I've made. I really like my Cara deck. It's one I've been playing mostly recently. 34 units, 5 spells, 0 artifacts. This is a very specially designed deck. It's very special. Has been played in a certain way. Alright, so just bear in mind, by the way, that I've done a sponsored Let's Play of this game before. So I don't know if that colours my opinion or anything, but just bear that in mind. We are going to be playing with Cara. Cara's special ability as a leader is that you can basically add a +1/+1 to any card in your hand. Actually, all cards in your hand. I mean, all cards that are like minions and stuff. Basically, they all get a +1/+1, which is great. But it does mean that you've got to wait to play the cards to get that +1. And we're fighting Abyssian. Okay, this is going to be interesting. This is a good start. I'm just going to confirm that straight up. Because Sujana... whenever this minion deals damage, draw a card, and because we tend to specialize in spamming out a load of cards, that's going to be really helpful. Ooh, hello. Good luck, have fun. Yay! Kissy face. Right, I think... Sujana... And then... I'm going to save the Blood Tier Alchemist. We could play it, but I'm going to save it, because we could get the +1/+1, or we could use the damage more usefully. Like, we could target the damage on, like, a minion that might die or something. Because when you play that, it's got Opening Gambit, deal 1 damage to an enemy minion, or General. And while 1 damage to the General is not nothing, it's still kind of eh. Okay, this is a custom Abyssal deck. Progress 20% to Mechazor. Oh dear. Right, well... Opening Gambit, both players that draw a card. Sure. Right, so this has got Frenzy, which means it hits all enemies within melee range. I'm not really a massive fan of that. I don't really want that to happen. So how about we dispel that, and then I punch you in the face. Punching in the face is really just to get the extra card. And then I will end turn. Actually, I should have replaced one of those. And I filled my bar up. This is actually a bad idea. I probably shouldn't have done that punch. Because if you hit me now, I'm going to lose that card. Oh. Interesting play. Okay, so here we go. Here's our ability. Kinetic Surge. Give each minion in your hand +1/+1. So pretty much any time that appears, play it. So we now have Blood Tier Alchemist with a load of +1s attached. I'm going to go ahead and say that it's probably a good idea for me just to play Blood Tier Alchemist right now. Target the damage there. And then... I will take that damage. I'll take it on the nose. I'll play you. Now, Shiro Puppy Dragon has all friendly minions nearby. At the end of your turn, get +1 attack. So now the Blood Tier Alchemist is a 4/2. You're probably going to destroy it. The Abyssal deck has plenty of things to do that with. Yeah, destroy an enemy minion and turn it into a Reverberate. It happens. I'm not too worried. Like, you might say, oh, you should, you know, save that for later because it has great uses, but Each player draws an additional card at the end of their turn. That's pretty useful. I can actually really spam the hell out of that. Switch dealing with any enemy minion. This is cheaper if your general took damage on your last turn. And this is really useful because the opening gambit gives you 2 cards. Yeah, we'll play with that. Okay, so these cards are from my faction, not from my deck. Reactivate a friendly minion on your opponent's start inside the battlefield and turn a minion into a seismic elemental and deal 5 damage to all enemy elementals around it. Sure, and I'm going to decline to use that power. Deal 4 damage to an enemy minion, draw a Vesper minion from your deck. Okay, so the one downside about this deck is it only has, I think, 3 Vesper minions. I think they're only the really cheap 1-mana Vesper minions. That said, they're great because if they're on the enemy side of the battlefield, they come back to your hand when they die, rather than actually dying. And because I can give them +1 and then, oh, they come back to my hand. They lose the +1, they come back to my hand. That's fine. Okay, so this play tells me something. This play tells me that this Abyssal is, Abyssian, is basically playing for time right now. They backed up, they're playing for time. Which means I can just go, cool, full attack. Yeah, they're playing for Mechazor, by the look of it. And Shiro Puppy Dragon. Right, well I need to play this. That's my basic rule. Getting all those +1s is useful. Look, this is a 7/7 now, and will cost 3 if I get hit. Transform any element dealing 5 damage to all enemies, minions around it, so it won't affect the general. Basically, I'm thinking about doing that to Puppy Dragon. Nah, we'll do this. Do 4 damage to it. Draw Vesper. And it'll have Infiltrate. Now, I should have done that first, because then this Vesper would have a 3/2 rather than a 2/1. But it happens. And then attack you. Put the Vesper here. And then we're down to 2. Teleport to there, and then I think I can punch you. Yes! The opening gambit, the ability to just switch place with any other minion, is very useful. This is only a 2-mana minion, by the way. And it's really helpful because it's just like, oh yeah, and teleport the enemy minions around and mess with them. Sweet. Bring them into punching range. Love it. A lot of this deck, although it only has 5 spells, is actually built around low-cost minions having certain powers. Like this here is great for the opening gambit. You might have seen me play a minion at the beginning that I was just like, look, I'll cancel out that frenzy. That's because that minion has Dispel an enemy minion next to it. It's a 1-mana minion, that one as well, I think. Maybe it's not, actually. Ooh, hello. Give a friendly minion +1/+1, Song Reader. Dying Wish, turn enemy face into a Shadow Creep. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that general's taking way too much damage. Wraithwing Swarm. Fair play. That's a little way off. Reactivate. Oh, this is actually going to be really, really helpful. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to chuck this card, though, and replace it. Crystal Wisp. Dying Wish. Gain 1 mana card. Okay. Here's what we do. We kill that. Infiltrate. Replicate. When it dies, comes back to my hand. Murder that. And now play that. Play that. Target the damage to be here. Play that. And then play that. End turn. So, Spelljammer, sorry, it means that we draw 2 cards instead of 1 at the end of our turn. I'm happy to do that. And we've actually got Saber Spine Tiger. Now, the one thing about this deck that is kind of... in some cases could be considered OP, is that Saber Spine Tiger is one of the few minions in the entire catalog with Rush. Rush means that you can act on the move, on the move you're placed. So we could give it +1/+1/+1/+1/+1/+1, and then just be like, and attack. Straight up. They can't do anything about it. Useful. Oh no, did you dispel? You did something to me. What was it? No, you didn't dispel. Yeah, it's a Mechazor one. Look at that. Progress towards Mechazor build. Fine. I'm going to And you might be like, what are you doing? I'm going to attack. It'll replicate into my hand. Then I'm going to +1/+1 it. And then... Right, so... Place you there. You can do 8 damage. And you can do 4 damage. Right, this is how we win. Oh, no, I can't because I don't have Spirit of the Wind. That's fine. And then I think we call it there for this turn. Or we could attack. No. Let them do that. End turn. So what do we get? We got another 4 damage, draw a Vesper, and show a Puppy Dragon. Again, Puppy Dragon's here just for the +1 bonuses, rather than actually for being a great minion. Yeah. That's the problem with playing a card like that against Abyssians. They just nuke it with spells. It happens. Ah, they finally got a Deathwatch card. Yeah, we're killing that next turn. Okay, so it's got Deathwatch. Every time something dies, draw a card. Right. I'm trying to think if we can win this turn. I think we can. Right, so we get the buff. We move to here. Play the Save Spine Tiger. Well played. Spirit of the Wind. Reactivate all minions on the opponent's side of the battle board. Attack again. And we are victorious. Oh yeah. This is why I love Cara, because she just specializes in spamming lower level minions. And it works really well. You'd have to build the deck a certain way to make sure you can keep up with that. Sweet, got some gold. We'll play another. But you have to build Cara a certain way. Like, she needs all those minions, which means that you're going to be spell deprived. So she does suffer from not being able to defeat bigger minions. Like, if someone puts down like a 12/12 with Grow or something, not that one exists.
Songhai versus
spell heavy army. It's going to be interesting. But if someone puts down like that sort of thing, you're a bit iffy. Oh, aspect of that. Transfer any minion into into a 3/3. Yeah, I'm going to need to get rid of one of those. Yeah, okay, I can live with that. That's a reasonable start. The great thing is I've got a Save Spine Tiger from the start. Not going to be played. Gonna just keep saving up for the very end game. Also 0 artifacts, because the artifacts that Cara has are pretty meh. So I could go Blaze Hound. Get the extra mana. Yeah, your hand is full anyway, so you discard. And I can't get to the opponent's side of the battle board, so I don't play the Vesper just yet, because I want to make sure it comes back to me. Or, you could concede. That works great. Sure. Victory. 3 wins in a row, +1 bonus. Oh, sweet, rank 13. I'm going to lose that so quick. A rare mystery crate. Good for you, mystery crate. I don't really intend to go for that yet. Right. Cara, let's do this.
Abyssian.
Oh dear. So this Abyssian general, I can't remember her name, is Cassie or something. She specializes in... Ooh, yes, I will go for this. Oh god, and she's also 100 Abyssian wins. She specializes in basically shadow creep, which I think is going to be nerfed soon, but it hasn't been nerfed yet. And at the moment, it's completely OP, at least in my opinion. There is a card that you can play that just does tons of damage. It's a spell, no way to really stop it, and it does damage based on the number of like units of shadow creep there are around. And the fact that you've got a rainbow Abyssian crawler makes me not any more happy. If I teleport you, I'll have the +1 mana. Right, yeah, so we do this. Teleport you. Then I punch you in the face. Oh, that didn't get me the +1 mana? It didn't get me the +1 mana. That's a shame. Okay, end turn. It got her the +1 mana. Not that it matters, because it wasn't on her turn. Mechazor. Really? Is everyone just playing Mechazor builds today? So, basically, that's got Frenzy. I'm not a massive fan of you having Frenzy, but whatever. I mean, I could kill it with a spell, but that doesn't seem to be the optimal play right now. Right. Crystal Wisp. When Crystal Wisp dies, I gain a mana. So basically the idea is to get Crystal Wisp dead early on. You can go here. Because you're on the opponent's side of the battle board, which is not including the center. You'll replicate. And I'm going to save you. I don't have any more draw cards. There we go. I finally got a draw card. Sojourner. When this minion deals damage, draw a card. There we go. Yeah, you're probably going to use that. Abyssal Scar. Deal 1 damage for a minion. If it dies this turn, turn it into Shadow Creep. Basically, you want to get as many units of Shadow Creep as possible. Because that endgame card I was talking about basically does damage based on the number of units of Shadow Creep. Which actually Shadow Creep does. Deals damage equal to the number of units of Shadow Creep at the end of the end's turn. So basically, the more units of Shadow Creep, the better for her. Fine, comes back to my hand. Honestly, it was just there to waste your time, because I'm the +1 at this time. That gives me an extra unit of mana. Thank you. Bam! I'm going to punch you. I'm going to call you. And then... Ooh. So, what is Mechazor, you might ask? Mechazor is... Do I play you? Yeah, I play you. No, I don't. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Okay, play you there. I've got a Vesper with Infiltrate, and I got that Aspect of the Mounting again. Okay, we end turn. Mechazor is basically like a 8/8 with flying, with airdrop, and with frenzy and rush and all that kind of jazz. I can't remember exactly what it has. I've never seen it. This is the first time I've seen proper Mechazor decks being played in the wild. But basically, it's a unit that just gets called in when you get it. So you've got to get 5 of these opening Gambit Progress to Mechazor build by +20%. You've got to basically play 5 of these cards, and then Mechazor appears. And I think it's like a guaranteed load of damage because it is rush. Oh, I didn't know the Shadow Creep was rainbow as well. Should have danced a Death Watch. Deal 1 damage to the enemy hero and restore 1 to you. Ow. Oh no, I don't have space in my hand. That was stupid of me. I lose that. Okay. Well played. That just happened to really line up. So... Definitely want to kill you. Straight up. Bam. Die. Then... Play you with Infiltrate plus to attack. Move to here. Crystal Wisp. Because I want the extra mana. Behind, I could get really murdered by your late game stuff, so I've got to try and make it up, but I'm not sure how. That turn was brutal. Now, the one downside about being Cara is there's no way of healing myself. Got no cards for that. None at all. Everything is focused around the minions, and a turn like that really is something that Cara suffers from, because there's no way to come back from it, really. Apart from just trying to out-momentum the other person. It's all about momentum. Vorpal Reaver. Yeah, I'm going to mute that. Celerity Ignite twice. It's got Dying Wish, turns into 6 Wraithlings. So, there is only one way for us to really deal with that. And that would be to use Aspect of the Mountain, which I don't really want to do. Alternatively, you could use Ephemeral Shroud. But then it would still get a load of damage in. So I'm going to use Aspect of the Mountain. It only takes it down by 1. It is enough. It is enough. So it loses its abilities. I can punch it in the face without worrying too much. And then we get Snow Chaser out. But we are still hilariously vulnerable here. I could have used that last time, Aspect of the Fox. Transfer any minion into a 3/3 with no abilities. That would have been better. Oh, here we go. This is the one I was worrying about. Bam. Yeah, and now she's running away because she's like, oh, my job here's done. Yeah. And I think because she's run away, she has another one of those cards. And there's nothing I can do about that. My only choice is to really run forwards and try and follow up as much as I can. So, play you here because then you've got Infiltrate. Play you here because I need extra cards. Play Shiro Puppy Dragon here. And I'm not going to play you because I want to save the opening gambit. So decks like this are really built around that card, Shadow Nova, where you just get, bam, 4 units of creep. It does a minimum of 4 damage because that's 4 units of creep, but normally you've got an extra 2 ups, so that's 6 damage. Or more, if you play your cards right. In fact, she hasn't been playing it as max. Yeah, so deal 1 damage to a minion. If it dies this turn, turn it into Shadow Creep. And there was something about surrounding units taking damage there. I did not know about that. Okay, that was well played. That stops me getting my extra stuff I need. Well, balls. Okay, I'm going to really hope I get another minion. It'll do. I don't think there's any way for me to really come back from this. So Shiro Puppy Dragon has to attack the Wraith thing. Vesper here. You there. There's no point in worrying about that. And I'm going to have to just save the Savespan Tide, because it can't win the game now, but it might win the game as a surprise. But I very much doubt it. But it's the only way. Like, it wouldn't win me the game right now. It wouldn't do it. Yeah, look, replacing cards, trying to get Shadow Nova. They are changing how Cassie works. They're changing the Shadow Creep, specifically. Shadow Creep will instead do a base damage of 1, but it'll do, like, I think damage to units around it or something, or they're changing how it works effectively. More Mechazor. I think they're only 1 card away from Mechazor now. There we go, that's Mechazor. And that's me dead. Is it? No, no Mechazor. Ranged, however. It's a pain in the ass. Because it only means one thing. I have to get a unit there to dispel that ranged. I can't get a unit close enough. Or I have to rush with Saberspine Tiger, which is a bit of a waste of Saberspine Tiger, if we're completely honest with ourselves. That needs to be done. It's the only way to stay alive. Actually, no. We can dispel. Like that. And then punch you. I should have done this the other way around. Actually, no. You can't move, can you? So punch you. You move in here. Punch. Punch. so you've got your range dispelled. Oh, I've lost. I didn't move my unit. Oh no, I lost because of technicality. Oh, whoops. That's my fault. It wasn't a technicality, it was a cock-up. Oh well. I deserved that loss. That cock-up was bad. I played well until that cock-up. More gold. I believe one of my challenges for today is to get... What was it? 4 Vesper wins? So we're like 2 there already. Anyway, that's been it for today. If you've enjoyed, please like, not subscribe, please consider subscribing. Let me know if you want to see more of Duelyst, because I kind of want to play more of it. You might have noticed that I have played quite a lot. Yay! Anyway, yeah. If you've liked, like, not subscribe, please consider subscribing. And of course, until next time, stay shiny.